the 2K GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Dixon is out there with Trimble. Then there's Powell, and it's Wilson and Powell forward. Shot's good by Trimble.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brown outside. Dixon grabs the rebound. Pass to Trimble. It's up a three. It's good from long range. Trimble's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Back to Brown. There's a good screen. Four on the clock. Here's the teardrop. It's deflected. Wilson left side. Powell right side. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Wilson. Three-pointer. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And so Brown will bring it up for the Cardinals. Looking for the first basket of the game.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Here's Trimble. He had 15 points last outing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Powell outside. Pass to Dixon. They get it back. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. I mean, those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look here at the visitors. The season well underway, and they've been solid in 3rd right now. And, of course, Louisville down 5 spots from them.
Seeing where the Cardinals are, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that pack.
And Brown drops them both. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
Now, I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks. Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Good ball movement here by the Cardinal. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by Brown. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Trimble. He's covered by Brown. Kicks it out to Wilson. The 3. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Now here's Brown. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And it's blocked by Brown. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Trimble passes to Brown. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Louisville trails by 8. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Trimble. Gets an open look and hits. Trimble's got 8 points. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Up by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort, defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Brown out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then there's Powell. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Misses in close. Here's Magician. Still yet to score. And here comes the break. A rebound by Young. At the top of the key, Powell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
He's covered by Brown. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Texans checked in for Young. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
You look at the Magician. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now here's Powell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Down low. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Out to the right wing. This one for three. Buries it from three-point range.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Brown from 11 feet away, and he drops that one in. Brown's got his first basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Faster pace. Do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Powell with the steal. The finish. Oh, my, what a play.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Fires for three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Brown, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And he drives in. Clock at 6. Takes it off the glass.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Cushing's checked in for Powell. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. 1:09 left in the second quarter. Brown outside. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Here's Trimble. 8 points for him. Pass to Brown. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's Louisville. They're on a 12-4 run right now. There's the lob to Brown. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Brown outside. Puts up a deep 3. Unable to get that one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 4. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost at all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first all-star game for a player really memorable. And moving on, let's jump over to our current game. It's a tight one so far for the visiting team.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the way it's drawn up, and let's credit their game planning as well. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy has been getting it done as magician.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's Brown. Louisville passing it around. No good with the triple.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
They've got Powell. Trimble out there with Dixon. And it's Wilson in at the 4 slot. Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. Now here's Wilson. And that one drops for him.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Brown deciding where to go with it. There's a screen, and play stops, whistling what looks to be an illegal screen. On Friday, then on Saturday.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Dixon passes to Wilson. Here's Trimble. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target. Trimble's got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Fires from deep. A shot, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Powell. The shot, no good. Louisville trails by 7. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here's Brown outside, knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got 7 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Magicians check in for Dixon.
Substitution on the court.
Right wing, pass to Trimble. Over to the wing. Here's Magician. It's hauled in by Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Powell feeling it out a bit. Fires from 14. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Brown outside. To the right side. From outside the arc. Powell pulls it in. Gone 2 of 5, shooting here in the third quarter. Magician's shot is good. Magician's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brown outside. .106 left in the third quarter. Six on the shot clock.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. His last 10 games, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Pass to Powell. Down low. Deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And Louisville making a change here. Kamar is checked in. Here's Magician. That one doesn't drop. 26 seconds left in the third. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's Powell. To the inside. Magician's shot is good.
And you're not going to pass up that kind.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp. And the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
You can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision-making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Magician is out there with Brown. Then there's Dixon. Then it's Magician. And it's Trimble in at the 3 spot. To the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Trimble. Brown jams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Magician passes to Magician. Here's Dixon. Bangs home the trifecta. Dixon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. He's covered by Brown. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Got all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Dixon. He's covered by Brown. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Dixon. He's covered by Brown.